Now it is displayed. Okay. Yeah, Sudeep, you can turn on your camera,
It is on.
but I can't see your face right now. Now okay, good. Good to see you. Okay, so can you introduce yourself?
I'm Sudeep. I'm doing masters in Banaras Hindu University, BHU, MSc in biochemistry.
MSc in biochemistry. Okay, good. So you are in first year or second year?
Second year, this third semester.
Third semester. Okay, so are you so you have already filled the GATE exam?
Yes, I have filled the form.
Good. So life sciences or the biotech?
Life sciences, I have filled life sciences.
Good. So do you have any queries or anything you want to discuss?
I need to know about the exam of this only, which is on the next Saturday.
I think exam is in the early November,
Next
right?
Sunday. No, next
Yeah,
Sunday it will
next
be.
week, right? Exam is next
Yes,
week. Yes.
like,
So
some other.
exam is not very difficult. Uh, Normally we will ask the same way as we are asking the assignments.
Assignment. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
similar kind of questions, similar kind of level, and some questions would be more tricky. So those questions, I think we have, uh, you know, but majority of the things will be from the theory part. And it is equally distributed starting from the module 1 to module 12. So it's not like the content is focused on one or two areas.
Yes,
So even if if you could be able to do well if you are, you studied most of the course content.
yes, sir. We have studied them.
Yeah, and it's better to perform well so that you would be able to avail uh, facilities from the NPTEL, right? For
Yes, sir.
example, the NPTEL pre-PhD fellowship, or even apply for an internship using the NPTEL and so on. But
Yeah,
that will give you an upper edge to those labs where you can go and work. Not like you are, if you've taken cell and molecular biology, so you are supposed to work in my lab. You can apply to
yes,
any lab you want, right? It's better
yes,
to have a feeling of working in a research lab rather than exploring the same thing when you joined as a PhD student.
yes, sir.
So that will give you some better clarity about what you are going to do in your PhD.
Yeah,
So that saves your time, and that
yes, sir.
increases your chances of getting selected in a good institute also. One of, I think, I don't know if your senior, or there's a student from IITB, sorry, from BHU
Okay.
working in my lab right now. So he's a pre-PhD student fellowship, but I think he's a MSc in microbiology
Okay.
from BHU.
Mm.
So he is just trying to explore the working environment of research. What is what are the demanding things in doing research and so
Yes,
on.
sir.
And that is also not very bad because every month you will get 25,000 plus you will get uh, HRA. So overall, it will be not a bad idea because if you continue in the same lab, right, then this work also can be added into your PhD work.
Yes,
So
you.
that way, it will not be a loss also. And 25,000 is a very decent amount to to continue in any place.
Yes, sir.
Adarsh, can you unmute and turn on your camera?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay, so introduce yourself.
Myself, Adarsh Kumar Singh. I am doing BTech in Biotechnology from IIM University, Greater Noida. I am in second year.
Okay, good. So, do you have any questions or queries you want to discuss?
Sir, the format of exams क्या होंगे? जैसे all subjective based, only objective based है और some subjective based भी है.
All questions you are going to have 100 questions. I think you didn't attend the last that live session, right? So
Yes.
last live
No,
session
I have not.
we have discussed in detail. So basically you are going to have 100 questions. There is no negative marking, and out of those 100 questions, almost 40 questions you will get exactly identical what you are going to, what you have, what you got in assignments. So directly the same question. So it's like repeat of
Okay.
the same question. So if you did well in assignments, those 40 questions you could be able to do it. Okay. Then the remaining 25 to 30 questions would be more from the theory part, and the remaining 30 questions would be more of the analytical part, like where we can make a story and ask you the how much you understand the question, the subject itself. So that's the way it is like that. Uh, so overall, I think it is not very difficult if you have gone through the content of the course, and if you are done the assignment well, then it should not be a problem.
Okay.
So apart from cell and molecular biology, you have taken other courses also?
No, sir.
Only cell and molecular biology.
Yes, sir.
But the cell and molecular biology would be a course in your BTech also, right? So it's a repetition of the same course, or
Yes, sir.
so you
No,
repeated
sir.
the
It
same
was
course in the online mode?
no, sir. ये हमारे थर्ड सेमेस्टर में ही था, तो इन्होंने कॉलेज वालों ने हमें एनपीटीईएल से ही बोला कि वहीं से आप कर लो उसको, वहीं के मार्क्स आपके लगेंगे.
अच्छा, ये कॉलेज में नहीं है?
नो, सर.
तो अगर तुम एनपीटीईएल में नहीं होता तो क्या करते फिर?
फिर वो कॉलेज वाले फिर हमें पढ़ाते हैं. जैसे सेल बायोलॉजी हमें पढ़ाया जा चुका था, मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी हमें नहीं पढ़ाया गया था, तो इस वजह से हमें सेल एंड मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी दोनों एक साथ इसमें करा दिया गया.
अच्छा, तो ओके. क्या 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 कॉलेज बताया तुमने?
IIM यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रेटर नोएडा.
ILM. अच्छा.
IILM. हमें
IIL.
मॉलिक्यूलर की वीक में 2 क्लासेस होती हैं, बाकी एग्जाम्स हमें इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे देने हैं, मतलब एनपीटीईएल के थ्रू. उसी के मार्क्स हमें बोला गया है अभी तक कि यहीं के मार्क्स आपके वो जो रिपोर्ट कार्ड में होंगे उसमें आएंगे.
हाँ, मतलब यहाँ तो मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे, यहाँ तो तुम्हें वो मिलेगा क्या?
ग्रेड
हाँ,
ग्रेड्स.
ग्रेड मिलेगा. ओके ओके.
हाँ, तो यहीं के
ठीक
ग्रेड्स
है.
भी हमें वहाँ मिलेंगे.
तो तुम्हारे बैच के सारे बच्चों ने ये ले रखा है?
ये सर ऑलमोस्ट कुछ बच्चों के लेट मतलब डेडलाइन की वजह से छूट गए थे, तो उन्हें अभी कुछ बताया नहीं है, कंफर्म नहीं किया था. बाकी हमें तो बोला है कि यहीं के ग्रेड्स लगेंगे आपके.
तो तुमने सेल और मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी सेल और मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी लेना जरूरी था, या तुम कोई भी कोर्स ले सकते थे?
नहीं, हमें अभी तो सेल एंड मॉलिक्यूलर के लिए ही बोला गया था, बाकी अभी तो ऐसा कुछ हमें बताया नहीं गया था. हमें ये बोला था गया था कि आप एनपीटीईएल पे ये फॉर्म भरो.
ओके ओके ओके, गॉट इट. ठीक. ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. तो अभी तक असाइनमेंट कैसे गए तुम्हारे? सब जमा किए तुमने?
स्टार्टिंग के 4 तो छूट गए थे, उस टाइम हमने उतना सीरियस सीरियस लिया नहीं था, फिर हमें टीचर्स ने बताया, तो उसके बाद के 8 हमने किए हैं। जैसे 5th to 12th मैंने किया है, स्टार्टिंग के 4 मेरे छूट गए थे, तो टीचर्स ने बोला था बेस्ट ऑफ 8 लगेगा, तो अगर तुमने 8 अटेंड कर दिया है तो अगर अच्छे से किया है तो उसके मार्क्स लगेंगे।
ओके, तो तुमने पहले के छोड़ दिए।
ये सर, पहले के 4 मुझे उतना मैंने उस टाइम पे ध्यान नहीं दिया था, तो मेरे छूट गए थे।
कोई नहीं, उससे तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता अगर बात की 8 तुमने अच्छे कर लिए, क्योंकि ओवरऑल
यस
तो
सर।
स्कोर में कोई फर्क नहीं आएगा। बट पहले के असाइनमेंट थोड़े इजी होते हैं, बात के थोड़े कठिन हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि शुरू में तो काफी ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ और ये वो सब थोड़ा
यस सर,
थ्योरेटिकल ज्यादा है,
ओरिजिन
तो
ऑफ
वो
लाइफ
आसान होता है
फर्स्ट
करना।
वो मतलब।
हाँ,
यस सर, फर्स्ट यूनिट
एवोल्यूशन
वही
और
ओरिजिन
ओरिजिन
ऑफ
ऑफ
लाइफ था,
लाइफ है
तो
ना,
उसमें।
तो शुरू में वो थोड़ा सा थ्योरेटिकल ज्यादा होता है, बात जैसे जैसे पीछे जाएंगे वैसे वैसे वो ज्यादा एनालिटिकल और ज्यादा सब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड हो जाता है,
यस सर।
तो वहां पर थोड़ा सा करना मुश्किल है, उसमें गलत ज्यादा
यस।
होगा तुम्हारा।
यस।
ओके, गुड। तो या, so एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
नो सर, थैंक यू सर।
ओके, गुड। परिधि, राइट? Anybody else want to talk to me or discuss? Riya? So Adarsh, you're in BTech final year, or which year you are?
बीटेक सेकेंड ईयर सर, बीटेक बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स सेकेंड
Oh,
ईयर, अभी
second
हमारा
year.
थर्ड सेमेस्टर चल
BTech
रहा
biotechnology second year,
है।
huh?
यस सर, बीटेक बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स।
Bioinformatics. Okay, bioinformatics.
यस
Okay,
सर।
okay, good. तो तो अभी इंटर्नशिप के लिए कहाँ जाओगे तुम? You should go for internship in Delhi area.
ये सर आफ्टर सेकेंड ईयर सोचा है अभी कुछ
नहीं, you
ऐसा,
should.
मतलब सोचा है कि सेकेंड ईयर के बाद ट्राई करेंगे इंटर्नशिप का।
अच्छा, ट्राई करो। पैसे मत देना है, बिना पैसे के कर।
यस सर।
पैसे मत देना वहाँ
यस सर,
इंटर्नशिप
वो
करने
टीचर्स
के
ने भी
लिए।
हमने बोला था। यस सर।
हम्म। हम्म। तो तुम कहाँ के रहने वाले हो? नोएडा के रहने वाले हो?
नो सर, मैं रहने वाला बिहार का हूँ, बट अभी ग्रेटर नोएडा में रहता हूँ।
बिहार के रहने वाले हो तो आईआईटी पटना में कर सकते, राइट?
क्या सर?
आईआईटी में कर सकते, पटना में कर सकते ना?
नो सर, मैं बिहार में चंपारण से हूँ, पटना से नहीं।
चंपारण से? अच्छा।
यस।
घर के पास कुछ नहीं मिलेगा फिर। धनबाद
यस।
कितनी दूर है?
धनबाद ऑलमोस्ट हमें यहाँ से पटना 10 to 12 आवर्स, और वहां से फिर 5 to 6 आवर्स,
अरे बाप रे, बहुत दूर है।
ऑलमोस्ट 18 आवर्स। यस।
हम्म। तो वहाँ पे कोई इंस्टीट्यूट नहीं है चंपारण में?
कोई अपॉर्चुनिटीज है क्या सर धनबाद में? क्या सर, कोई अपॉर्चुनिटीज है धनबाद में?
अरे, हम धनबाद बड़ी जगह है, वहाँ पर आईआईटी है, इसलिए पूछा, और कुछ वजह थोड़ी है। और तुम
यस
बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स से
सर।
कर रहे हो तो वहाँ तो मिल ही जाएंगे तुम्हें।
ओके सर, आई विल ट्राई आफ्टर सेकंड ईयर।
नहीं, don't try, you should ensure that you get it, because internship only matters. जब जाओगे प्लेसमेंट
ओके
में
सर,
तो
आई विल।
वो लोग पूछेंगे ना, कहाँ पे काम किया, क्या किया।
यस सर।
दिल्ली में भी जा सकते हो, आईजीआईबी में जा सकते हो ना?
IGIP?
हाँ, सीएसआर का लैब है ना दिल्ली में, इंस्टीट्यूट
यस।
ऑफ जीनोमिक्स एंड इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स,
नॉलेज नहीं है
आईजीआईबी।
बट।
हाँ,
IG, मतलब उसके बारे में कोई नॉलेज नहीं है, बट देखता हूँ उसको।
अरे यार, कैसे कर रहे हो बीटेक स्टूडेंट, कैसे हो तुम? हाँ? बड़े बड़े इंस्टीट्यूट्स के बारे में नहीं जानते, हमारी फील्ड के इंस्टीट्यूट है वो, बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स में ही सारा काम होता है हमारा, और अच्छा इंस्टीट्यूट है वो, आप पे अप्लाई करो।
ओके सर।
Anybody else want to talk to me? We have very limited time frame or time session, right? We only have another 20-30 minutes. Okay, on the YouTube, Nasreen is asking, sir, how many questions will be asked? So I already said, right? We have 100 questions is going to be asked, and it's going to be multiple choice questions, right? MCQs, and no negative marking. So you can attempt as many questions you want. And it is not going to be essay type. It is going to be multiple choice questions. And I think I already said the distribution. Distribution is going to be like almost 50% would be from the assignments, and remaining 50% would be from the theory part, some of the experimental part, and some are going to be the difficult questions of an analytical in nature. So that also will be there in the question paper.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Sudeep.
I would like to tell one thing, sir, because last time when my friends have given an exam, so exam is for 75 marks. We will get 100 questions. So they thought
It
that
doesn't. I don't think, because when I prepare the question paper, I don't say what will be the final marks. I just give them the 100 questions. I don't know how the IIT Madras is getting 75 marks or 100
this is
marks.
the this is the format that like we will have 75 marks from the exam, 25 marks from the cumulative assignment scores. So they thought
Okay,
that
okay.
75 questions is sufficient. They attended only 75. But we should not do that mistake. You have to, if you are 100 getting 100 out of 100, then you will get 75 out of 75 in the exam marks. So that mistake has not to be done. So I'm just telling the experience.
Yes, yes. So yeah, you are going to have 100 questions. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So we should not only
No,
attend
no,
75.
it's not like that. It's not like that. 75% weightage is given to the marks what you got in your exam.
Final exam. Yes,
Question paper will still be of 700 marks only. 75% weightage is given. Suppose you got 100 marks, okay? Then
yes,
also you will get 75 only. It's not
yes, sir.
75 marks question paper. It is a 100 marks question paper. But if you got all the corrected ones, even then you will get 75 now. 25% weightage is given to the assignments. So suppose you got 100 marks in assignments, got 100 marks in the question paper, then you will get 100 marks. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So question paper is not 75 marks. It is a 75% weightage to the question paper and 25% weightage to the assignments. That's so that it will be more dependent on your final performance rather than your assignment performance. Because many times the people, miss the assignments because of one or other reasons. Sometimes they miss out because, they think that they will do tomorrow, because these are biology assignments. So they are not very time consuming. They took only, half an hour. You sit for half an hour, you will be able to do it. But sometimes, people think that, okay, I'll do tomorrow, and then ultimately they realize that the last date is over. So that's the only way they miss. So that's why there's a little weightage for the assignments, more weightage for the final exam. But exam is 100 marks only. Okay, any more questions? Okay, so Ranjita is asking about what will be the pattern of the question paper in for experimental biotechnology, right? Just now, I think we finished the live session for the experimental biotechnology. Although there was some technical issue, that's why we could not be able to, having the proper interactions. But is irrespective of that. So experimental biotechnology, the pattern is little different because experimental biotechnology is slightly advanced level course. And in that one, the some portion like maybe like 30-35 questions would be from the assignments. The remaining 30 questions would be from the theory part, but directly like or the experimental part. And the remaining 30 would be more of like a where we will ask you to design the experiment, not like in terms of writing part, but in terms of like we'll ask you sometime like we'll give you some kind of query that okay, the scientists are doing this experiment and that experiment and so on. And ultimately, they are supposed to find out uh, they are supposed to do like molecular weight determination of this particular protein and that protein and so on. Or we will give you some data also. Okay, they did the experiment, they got this data. Now you interpret the data and find out the oligomeric status, or you interpret the data and find out the what will be the native molecular weight and so on. So these are the things anyway we were discussing when we were discussing about the things in the experimental biotechnology. Uh, so I think that is the objective. So some questions like maybe like 20 questions would be related to experiments designing, how or interpretation of the experimental data. Remaining would be theory part, and then some portion would be from your assignment. So I hope it is clear, right, Ranjita? Anybody else want to ask anything so that we can have a fruitful discussion? This session is very limited. It's only for 1 hour, but it also depends how actively you are participating into a discussion. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, so Kainat is asking, sir, what if my 10 or 12 questions of exam get wrong? Okay, so uh, if you wrongly, if your 10 or 12 questions get wrong, then you will not get the 10 and 12 questions marks only. There's no negative marking, so it is not a problem. Then Madhva is asking, sir, I am currently in grade 12. Uh, okay, so I think the grade 12, I think you're asking about the cell and molecular biology because, okay, so grade 12, I think you can be able to have no problem, except the experimental part, because that part is little not been taught in the class 12. But theoretically, I think you can be able to do it, no problem. So Kainat is asking if some of my answers are wrong, how will be the evaluation be? See, evaluation will be the 75% of the marks what you got in the final exam. So if you got like, for example, if you got 80 marks, okay, or 20 questions you did the, attempted wrongly. Okay, so you will get 80 marks. Now, 75% of 80 is what you are going to get the marks for the final evaluation of which certificate you are going to get. And then 25% weightage would be given to your assignment marks. Okay, so then the final marks or the final score will decide what kind of certificate you are going to get. So it doesn't matter even if you have, even if you have attempted all the 100 questions in the final exams and your 20 questions are wrong, because you still have the 80 marks what you are going to get. So 75% of the 80 what you are going to be a final score. Motivational problem. What do you say where I should study in Delhi or Mumbai? So, in my opinion, I think you should study where you are getting the best course and the best teacher. City is not important. Okay. So whether it is Delhi or Mumbai. And the second criteria, which I always follow when I was a student, that I always keep least financial load on my parents. So I try to study hard, but not to study from any fancy college or fancy university or fancy city, because then that will give the additional financial burden on my parents, right? And there's nothing what you are going to gain when you go to any fancy city, right? So it hardly matters whether you study from Delhi or Mumbai. The, only the college and the teachers are going to make a big difference. Okay, so it seems we don't have any more queries and questions from the students. So I will wait for another 1 minute in case you have any queries which you want to ask. And then probably we will wind up the session. In case you have any more queries in future also, or in, before the exam also, probably I'll be happy to discuss that using our discussion forum, right? So I think the motivational corner, right? I am not getting first position from from class 6, first term and second term. So give me advice. I think it is very difficult to give advice until I don't know detail of the complete details, right? So better you discuss all your problems with your teachers. They'll be able to help you and they will be able to tell you. So because I cannot give you an advice until I know the all details. Okay, and okay, and Ranjita is asking, sir, do the experimental design questions carry more marks? No, the experimental design questions are also going to carry 1 marks only. They are also going to be objective type, but the only difference is in this one, we will judge how well you are going to design the experiment, how well you are good in terms of keeping the figure out the data and interpretation and so on. So and there is no negative markings for whether it is the subjective questions or whether it is the experimental questions. Okay, so all the questions are going to be objective type only, except that it's going to be and there's no negative marking for any of these questions. Okay, so it seems I think we don't have any more questions from the students. And if you have any more questions, and anything which you want to discuss, feel free to write in the discussion forum. And personally, I am handling the discussion forum, so and I normally take not much time to address those queries. So I'll be try to finish or try to answer the queries as soon as possible, except that when I will be out of station or I will not be available, and then I ask my TAs to answer also. So that time, sometime we normally take some time, but other than that, so if you have any queries related to exams, related to this particular course, feel free to discuss those things in the discussion forum. And so with this, I would like to wind up the session for today. And I wish you all the best for your exams, which is, I think, scheduled very soon. And if you have any queries, feel free to ask me. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Adarsh.
सर मैं एक प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी से हूँ, वहाँ उतनी सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलती नहीं है, तो एज आईआईटी प्रोफेसर आप क्या गाइडेंस देना चाहोगे जिससे हम और बेटर स्किल्स गेन कर सकें और कुछ अच्छे पोजीशन के लिए एबल हो सकें?
See, whether it is a private or IIT, doesn't matter. Efforts comes from student only. Okay, so if you put efforts, you try to learn things, and definitely people will help you. Okay, अच्छी जगह से इंटर्नशिप करो. अच्छी जगह इंटर्नशिप का मतलब है ऐसी जगह जहाँ से तुम्हें अपने टॉपिक या अपनी सब्जेक्ट के बारे में प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज भी हो. तो दैट क्योंकि प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज ही इम्पोर्टेंट है, अल्टीमेटली वही तुमसे करवाया जाएगा जब तुम कहीं किसी कंपनी में जाओगे
Yes.
काम करने, राइट? तो बेटर है कि वही
Yes.
करा जाए.
सर तो एज अ बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक स्टूडेंट बीटेक अभी सेकंड ईयर में, तो कौन से ऐसे स्किल्स होंगे जो अच्छे इंटर्नशिप के लिए हेल्प करेंगी अगर मुझे करना हो कुछ कोर्सेज वगैरह
देखो, अगर
आउट ऑफ
तुम्हें
द।
बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स से करना है तो तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए कि कैसे पेशेंट्स का डेटा डिस्कस किया जाता है, कैसे पेशेंट्स का डेटा एनालाइज किया जाता है। मान लो कि प्रोटियोमिक्स का डेटा आया, माइक्रोएरे का डेटा आया, या ट्रांसक्रिप्टोम का डेटा आया। इस तरीके के अभी बड़े डेटा तुमने शायद देखे नहीं है, या सीक्वेंसिंग का कोई डेटा आया। इस तरीके के डेटा को हम कैसे एनालाइज कर सकते हैं, इंटरप्रेट कर सकते हैं, क्या हम उसमें से कुछ कंक्लूजन्स ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं या नहीं। तो ये सब चीज़ें अगर तुम सीखोगे तो इसका बहुत स्कोप है। बहुत सारी कंपनियां पेशेंट्स का डेटा लेकर के, या इवन रिपोर्ट्स लिखने के लिए भी वो यूज होती हैं सारी चीज़ें। और ये चीज़ें सीखोगे तो क्लिनिकल एरिया में भी जा सकते हो। बहुत सारी कंपनियां जो क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स करती हैं तो उनके पास एक्सपर्ट्स होते हैं जो इसी काम को करने के, इसी के लिए हायर किए जाते
यस।
हैं। इमेजिंग का डेटा क्या तुम एनालाइज कर सकते हो, ये सब।
ओके ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
या ओके। Okay, so I think we can just wind up now. Thank you for your time, and if you have any queries, feel free to drop your queries in the discussion forum. Thank you. Sunita, you can just log out now.